Let's find out a little bit more about the situation in the United States and go to Washington to speak to our reporter Colin Campbell. Morning, Colin. Tomorrow, 4th of July, it's obviously a huge national holiday in the United States, but yet the country really is struggling to get a handle on the outbreak. Are people planning to celebrate this weekend? How has the sort of restrictions that have been put in place changed the nature of what tomorrow normally would be?
Well, the way that this holiday is going to be celebrated is unprecedented, to say the least. With 40 states experiencing a spike in coronavirus cases, some are characterizing the United States as being in crisis. The only states that seem to have experienced a decrease in COVID-19 cases are in the Northeast, including the states of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Now, there seems to be a reluctance to participate in what health experts are recommending for many people across the nation, and that is to distance themselves from one another, not to congregate in a very densely populated area, and to keep their hands away from their nose and their eyes and their mouths. There seems to be a more cavalier attitude, and some are pointing to the top, to President Trump, who has really not worn masks or very little, and tried to say that the only reason he didn't want to wear a mask is not to placate the media. And so a lot of people are puzzled by the president's response to this. Despite all that, later today, he will be celebrating the 4th of July in South Dakota at Mount Rushmore, a very controversial place to celebrate the holiday, especially since there hasn't been a big celebration there in more than a decade because of environmental concerns. But the president says he's going ahead with it, and the governor says that it'll be a big celebration and social distancing will not be enforced.
Colin, thank you very much for giving us an update there on the planned events over the weekend from Washington.